Merry New Year, Transformers fans. I'm very excited to kick off the new year. I am all out of G1 Transformers to unbox, so we're going back to my main focus all this time for Transformers has been my Masterpiece scale bots. And I do have a handful in my possession right now that I have been waiting to do for months, but because of all the separating from the wife and the moving to the new place, and then all the G1 stuff that I wanted to do first to get back into the swing of doing my videos since I had kind of been out of it for a little while there. Yeah, it's now time to resume that Masterpiece scale extravaganza. So today's Autobot is somebody that we've already seen a character from this line not that long ago. He would have been one of the last videos I did of my Masterpiece guys before I left the old house. And these guys are a little special, but I will let my previous video describe why these guys are special. But without further ado, before I ramble on about a bunch of stupid bullshit, let me introduce to you the Omnibot Downshift, or Yaguchi, as X-Transbots has dubbed him. Now, I am going to give you a minute right now to go and watch my original Omnibot video so you can see just what the hell I'm talking about, what the Omnibots are. So yeah, we'll just pause it right now. Pause my video. You can go watch my original Omnibots video. I'll just hang out. I'll talk to the cat. Hi, Fuzz. Hi, good girl. You good girl? You getting hungry? It's almost dinner time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Good girl. Okay, did you watch it yet? Good. So, the Omnibots, like I described in that video, were mail-away Transformers that you used a combination of check and tokens on the back of the Transformers packaging that you have previously bought to get these 3 mail-away figures. Never appeared in the cartoon. We're just kind of something a little additional for the fans, and I'm sure a bit of a money grab for Hasbro. But either way, I bought in, like I said in my original video, I bought all the way in. I love these characters. I played with them mercilessly. And this is the second Omnibot. So you saw the first one was Overdrive, the leader of the Omnibots. The second guy they have released is Downshift. So Overdrive and Downshift were my 2 favorite of the Omnibots. I did like Camshaft, but these 2 were tied, I guess, for my favorite. I really liked the fact that Overdrive was a Ferrari, because like Ferraris are one of my favorite brands of cars. Obviously, it's a Ferrari. But Downshift, I really liked his transformation, and I really liked his car for some reason. I don't know what it is. If it looks like a Toyota or something. Something way less glamorous than a Ferrari. But there's something I really liked about his car mode and his coloring with the white and everything. I really took to that character as a kid. And that's kind of what made him tied for my favorite with Overdrive. So now, in terms of Downshift's character, he was the Omnibot's scout and kind of spy / security agent. So he always kept up to date on the latest tactics for security and spying and scouting. Obviously, he prided himself on being like on top of his job, and he took it very seriously. But he took it a little too seriously, which made him a little brash. So let's say he's out on a scouting mission or whatever, and maybe he's not supposed to engage. No, he always dives in head first, which can sometimes cause a bit of problems and maybe leave them open to some bad things to happen because he gets a little excited. So he's very comparable, I guess, of the original Autobot squad. Cliffjumper was somebody who was very much like that. He may be out on a mission where he's just supposed to gather some intel and do whatever, but he sees Decepticons and he's like, ah, yeah, right? So he can't help himself. So Downshift is a little bit like that, which you might think, well, why do they put him in charge of that kind of shit if he can't control himself? Well, sometimes that's just the way the pieces fall, right? So, but anyways, my second Omnibot is finally here. The third one is on pre-order right now, but they don't give any kind of date, and I've only seen one seller on AliExpress listing him for pre-order yet. So just I'm not hopeful he's going to be anytime soon available for sale, but but he is in the works. He is coming, so that's good news in itself. But for now, we got Downshift, and I love me some Downshift. So let's get him out of the box, and we'll see what he looks like. All right, Downshift. Don't call me Yaguchi the Omnibot. The X-Transbots seal of quality. Here we go. Oh, he's looking pretty sweet. And he's in car mode like I was hoping. Oh, it's been so long since I unboxed a Masterpiece character, eh? Seems so weird. Looks like he doesn't come with many accoutrements. Just one little tiny blaster. Alright. So there we have his little blaster, like I said. Instruction booklet. Oh, this could be a little more complicated than the G1s. So remember, some of them over the years I wasn't able to transform at all, right? Like, you get some that just get so complicated or it doesn't work quite properly. Okay. Usually these Masterpiece guys come with a little character card. These ones are quality. They're thick and they're glossy. Some good shit. Okay. Look at this beauty. Look at this absolute beauty. Yeah, it's definitely, I'm getting Toyota vibes from this car. Yeah, there he is. Look at that. Sturdy. X-Transbots is so good. This thing is heavy. Wheels are pretty sweet. Everything's quality. I wish they wouldn't put these quality check stickers on there, because last time I really had a hard time wiping it off and getting all the goo off. But there he is. There is Downshift in all of his glory. So as usual, I'll take some pictures. We'll switch to time lapse. We'll get him transformed, see what it looks like in his robot mode. And yeah, that'll be our first Masterpiece character in the books in a long, long time. Feels good. Feels good. So there he is, Yaguchi, otherwise known as Downshift. And here's my original Downshift. You can see in the pictures and here in the video that yes, he was well used. He has yellowed over the years when you pop up his little the little thing. And I didn't have any. I have his weapons, but I think they're all in the box, and I couldn't find them. But like when you pop up that inside part, like that's pure white still, and in there it's all white. But everything else you can see that was exposed is all yellowed. So he's showing his age, of course, you know, from the 80s, right? But this guy, fantastic. Every bit as good as Overdrive that came before him. He, like I said, when I took his car out of the package, he's heavy. There's a lot of metal in here, all in the waist, in the thighs. Down here, there's a bit of metal. There's a substantial amount of metal in here. Some of his shoulder joints up here are all metal. And so he's heavy. He's a heavy-duty character. I didn't have one instance where I thought, oh, I might break something if I push this a little bit. It was all, there was a couple stiff parts that I had to work out, but you could tell what was supposed to happen and that it should happen. So I didn't have any trouble any troubles with that. So, and his face is really detailed. I really like his face. Everything about this character screams quality. The rubber tires, the nice rims, little details like the back windshield wiper on there, the side view mirrors. You know, you can tilt the headlights up and down. There is something on the front right side of the hood that looks like with the lights that flip up. Oh, it is. Maybe he had to be in a robot mode to do this, but oh, we're discovering something together. Yeah, something's moving here, but I don't see anything. Yeah, it doesn't seem to serve a purpose. But anyways, there is something there. But yeah, you can, like, he's nice and stiff and in good shape. And even the plastic, like the white stuff, it's got that kind of glossy, glittery kind of finish to it. Everything about this character is really quality. And then a lot of the painted on stuff on his waist and his arms and stuff. The little weapons that fold out, the tail lights, like little muffler on the back there for some details. Everything about this thing is just spot on. The only bit of trouble I had was in transforming him to robot mode. The doors that are supposed to tuck in along his side here, along his torso, and I mean, they're sitting there okay now, but it took a while to kind of get them in place, and I feel like I don't have them in the right spot. I mean, it looks fine, and you wouldn't notice unless you were the one doing the transformation and reading the instructions and stuff, but to me, I feel like I don't quite have them right, even though it looks fine. I felt that was the only bit of trouble that I had in the whole thing. So this guy is super quality. I actually find his quality, Overdrive and him are very similar, but I actually find his quality even a little better than Overdrive in certain minor kind of respects. So now I can't wait until they release Camshaft because I want to complete the trio. I got a couple little, I have like from IKEA, it's like 2 units that have like, I think, is it? Yeah, they're divided into like cubes with the shelves in the middle. So there's 4 little cube areas you can put stuff in. So I kind of divided up all my Masterpiece Transformers into like Autobots, Decepticons, and then certain teams in certain areas, like the Stunticons are all together in one of the cubes and stuff like that. So I have a couple of cubes that still have some open space in them, anticipating some of these last characters I'm trying to get. So obviously I have some open space in the cube where Overdrive is, so I can't wait to throw downshift, drivetrain, downshift into that cube and get him in there with Overdrive and flesh that empty space out a little more. And then of course in the coming months, hopefully flesh it out even more with some new acquisitions. But anyways, that's what I got for you for today. I love it. I hope you loved it, and I can't wait for the next one. The next one's another character that is kind of already pre-existing in a way. He belongs to or belongs with some other bots that I've already shown you. So he's next on the list, and I hope to do him possibly on the weekend, if not sometime next week. So there are more to come. Some really interesting and cool characters to come. But for now, we got Downshift. I'm super pumped to add him to the shelf. And hey, I'll see you soon. Toodles.
Meow.